Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for space, it's Baxter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baxter. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On first down from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He might want another play. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Back to pass. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 40. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Looking for a crease, it's Berry.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll take it himself. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making... ball slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to power it in. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And the returner will be brought down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Making side adjustments here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. score and sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Ready, set. He wants to change this route. He's looking to pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Holstein. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
To pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Baxter. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Lockett. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Lockett. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Baxter.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The give to the tailback.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, this is a bad shank. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Return runs out of bounds.
Here comes the Texas offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
On the play.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The give from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Come on, set!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Simon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Now adjusting. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Defense might bring the house here. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They get to him as he throws. He can't make the connection on the soft toss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The play action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I play for.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making checks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead